Hello and welcome to another training video for the vacationcalendar.com. Today we're going to talk about the new scheduling freedom and allowing overlapping vacations. So as an administrator, we're going to go into the admin section, calendar settings, and then we are going to scroll down to the section about overlapping vacations. So by default, it's going to be set to not overlap, which is the basic functionality that used to exist. And the way this works today is when one user schedules their vacation and adds it to the calendar, it automatically shows up. And now we're going to go to a second user, and they're going to try to overlap that vacation. And they're going to maybe join halfway. And now when they add their vacation, they're going to get an error message because there's a conflict and you cannot overlap vacations. So if you do want to have that feature, the administrator can then switch the toggle to allow for vacations to overlap and then save that change. Now, when that second user goes into the site and they again try to schedule an overlapping vacation, this time they're not going to receive the error, and their vacation is going to be added to the calendar. So we think this is going to be a very helpful feature for a lot of families. Now the administrator has an additional setting which allows them to only allow overlapping vacations if they are using the vacation approval function. So we'll first turn on the approval function, and then we'll only allow for unapproved vacations to overlap. So this is a slightly more complicated version. So we'll go through this scenario again. Here we're going to try to schedule over an existing and approved vacation, and you can tell it's approved because it's in a bright color, not in the muted gray. And again, when you try to schedule over that, you're going to see that you get that same message. So you can't schedule a vacation over an existing vacation. However, if you have two unapproved vacations, then it's slightly different. So here, user one is going to schedule a vacation, and they're going to add it to the calendar. And because approvals is turned on, it's going to show up as a gray, meaning that it requires approval. Now, when user two comes in and they schedule, they can overlap the vacation. And so you see we now have overlapping vacations that are both unapproved. Now this puts things back into the hands of the administrator. The administrator has the option to accept both and actually have overlapping, or they can reject one and accept the other. So this allows families to put all the vacations on the calendar, and then the admin can decide who is going to actually be using the house at any given time. So in this example, we're going to approve one, and then we're going to go ahead and reject the other. And that's going to result in having only one vacation at a time on the calendar, which is what the goal of that administrator was. We hope you enjoy this feature. Thank you so much for being a customer of the vacationcalendar.com.